All right, I figured instead of going live as I'm accustomed to, I want to make a video. I don't have clips that are edited. I just have a bunch of tabs open and just gonna get right into it. I have been watching from during my hiatus, my many hiatuses from YouTubing or whatever. I have been watching Chicken Warlord. Shout out. OCD Gamer has been a great source of enjoyment and content for me to just watch as I go about my 9 to 5 and living my own life, dealing with my family. And he's been going through quite a bit of unfortunate drama. He is a positive individual who has been doing everything fair under the terms of YouTube by all accounts. He's at the point now where he is talking to Moist Critical, aka Penguins, that there's been so much backlash due to what's been done to this man, that so much is being revealed about the individual, the piece of trash, the garbage can that has been on all of these platforms for far too long. And just a bunch of people that enjoy games have come together. This individual that I'm referring to, bear with me since I'm using this to showcase his image. If you just put in the name 6arkain, you're going to get a bunch of trolling videos because he is a trash can and it's more fun to watch clips than sit through one of his streams. I got permission. I want to give a huge shout out to the 90s router for dropping this very informative video, which is the one I'm choosing to start with before I get into some of the heavier, darker stuff. And it gets pretty dark. This is the reason why there's good communities on YouTube, and we all know the bad ones. And the bad ones, for all intents and purposes of this stream, is 6arkain and all of his glazers that participate and give a pass for his behavior and for his crimes. So, without further ado, let's start with the great 90s router. He does great videos, great work, showcasing and explaining in a way I don't think anybody could do better. So thank you, 90s Router. It's like he said, it's about sending a message, spreading awareness. Sorry, haven't done this in quite some time. There we go. Mute. Ooh, looking good. Mute.
Sorry, I got you. Viewer discretion advised, as we're going to be broaching some sensitive subjects today, and for those of you unfamiliar with the target we're discussing, this may come as a shock or surprise. This is your one warning. Today, our subject is an anomaly and a familiar one on this channel. Although I don't like to cover someone more than once, it seems I have to.
A month ago, this individual down here that you could see, maybe, it's quite blurry, is 6arkain. He is probably one of the most toxic streamers to date. He is a bully, and with some Discord leaks, he's even more loathsome than you could imagine. He has become and built such an empire of hatred that people will literally pay him money just so they could beat his ass in the video games, because at the end of the day, 6arkain is an ass gamer. He's got no talent. He just spams the same moves, and he gets pwned every time. And people hate this man so much. His commentary alone is cringeworthy, and there's no ism he hasn't hit. Racism, and another term that I'm not going to use. But let's keep it going here. I will interrupt very, very lightly.
With over 30,000 followers on Twitch and nearly 80,000 followers on TikTok, it seems he's only picking up momentum, but the question is how. For those of you expecting a roast, I want to preface this video by stating that this is not to poke fun at anyone featured in the video. I'm going to keep the jokes to a minimum due to the subject matter, as we pull back the beef curtains on the rising star of hate and infamy, known as 6arkain.
The reason you see him with like a half a face is because the douchebag has always worn a mask. He's never revealed his face.
A bit of context. 6arkain is a streamer best recognized on TikTok and Twitch as very boastful, arrogant, and almost delusional. Now, I want you to keep delusional in mind, as it's going to be playing a major role later on in this narrative. A prime example would be referring to himself as a god, claiming everyone else is beneath him, and generally talking down to anyone and everyone he comes in contact with. But don't take it from me. Here are a few examples of this exact behavior.
Out of 2 rounds, actually. Oh, get the f*** out of here, bitch! Say it! Say it!
That's chicken, man!
And he also plays children on that stream of his. And he's no lighter with his tone, just a bully, saying the most belligerent, offensive things that children shouldn't be hearing. But it is the internet, and these kind of mashups are inevitable, unfortunately. And this is why people like 6arkain need to be exposed.
He's recognized for playing a variety of games from GTA to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, but mostly arcade-style fighting games such as Mortal Kombat, Tekken, and Multiverse. He takes handouts he refers to as donations or tips in exchange to challenge him in a game, as well as leaving a text-to-speech comment. During these challenges, he will berate his opponents, speaking down to them or insult their skill level, with his win-loss ratio being about on par with Paul Walker in Concrete Lampposts. Regardless of this, though, his chat and TTS would begin to light up with laughter, hate, and bullying coming from the majority of his audience, as Six would attempt to defend himself against the rising criticism. On the surface, all of this seems pretty harmless, right? Clearly, he's just playing the role of a villain that you can hate watch. Someone you can...
If it ever gets to court, he will probably try to maintain, it's just a character. It's just a character. Well, wait until you see deeper into what he doesn't show you.
root against, and he's meant to rile up the masses to take action against him. All of this being the case, it seems like a win-win. He gets to play the bad guy, and you have a Twitch live melodrama featuring a litany of characters. But this is only the tip of the iceberg that goes much deeper and darker. Let me explain. For someone unfamiliar, the typical Twitch tourist, or someone who isn't paying attention, they may not notice the way that he speaks to some of his challengers. From racist to homophobic remarks.
Where's this Where is he? You ever been f***ed by a man before?
Nope, not at all.
You intend to?
Not interested in it.
Very nice.
Prime example right there. He just got banned on TikTok, finally. And on Twitch, this man is going to end up on Kick and or Rumble, hopefully.
Very, very nice. Good boy.
To some incredibly dark and inappropriate comments involving children.
You ever been bent over before? You just got bent over. Tell your parents. His anal virginity has been taken today.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This was your first sign, and what people would quickly take notice of as his channel grew in popularity. These comments, responses, and controversies would carry over to his Discord, as well as the growing hate within his community. It seems as though 6arkain was building his name off of being his...
All right, we're going to pause on the Discord because I have some Discord stuff I want to show you guys. All right, I always said Discord was toxic, and here is what it's all about right now. I mean, it's about more than this, but OCD Gamer is a man who... He's been doxxed by 6arkain, and he doxed his entire family and the school he went to. So this poor guy with 14 strikes, false strikes, and now Penguins, Moist Critical, is looking into this himself to expose this piece of garbage. So here's a screen grab here. Okay, this is 6arkain. The enemy is lying. YouTube, don't be deceived by them. Here's OCD Gamer. Leaking my address and school I went to is disgusting. Copywriting me after losing an appeal and not taking me to court is almost criminal. Keep crying about it. Check your emails. My lawyers are coming for 4 new videos being removed tonight. This guy, OCD Gamer, has been going through a lot of stress. Now, speaking of the Discord stuff, okay, let me enlarge this. This is how I wanted to open the video, but I was concerned about YouTube, just recognizing this kind of content being discussed so early. And I don't know, from what I understand, it's the first 15 minutes of your video. If it's this or that, it doesn't get showcased. So whatever the case, here's 6arkain TikTok that he promotes himself so much. Somebody posted in his Discord, age of consent over there. 6arkain lives in the UK. Age of consent over there is 16, ain't it? His reply, oh, so I only have to wait a few months before some sort of intervention course? And there's other people in his own Discord. I really hate this guy. Let me play this. This one is a shout out to Kid Panda. Thank you also for just, I gave the heads up. I'm going to do a little recording or a live He's like, yeah, man, cool. So I'm gonna let this ride. There's no commentary. The messages are to speak for themselves. Actually, let me just let it continue because there's going to be more. I don't know what happened to the video that showcased this man's blurred out pictures in his Discord where he's posting photos of children in bikinis, scantily clad children in his Discord. And after the expose, he scrambled his mods to delete everything. And he had one of Millie Bobby Brown when she was having her first role when she was a child. And he put a comment under it saying, prime Millie Bobby Brown, insinuating that that's, when she was at her best, when she was a kid. Here's him at the top. Is that not of age? He's doubling down. And this is not the look you double down on, you complete garbage can. So here's everybody in his own Discord, just showing that they're not down with this. You got, of course, a couple of people finding this edgy humor so hilarious. Let's go further. Kid Panda is doing a great job investigating and getting as much information on 6arkain, who thinks he's above the law. He pretends that he's got connections all over the place and that he can do no wrong when he does wrong. Like, you can't catch him. And we're going to smash that narrative together. Everybody in the gaming community has unified against this garbage. But he didn't know what boundaries were. Poor sorry. Okay, all right. Here's 6arkain's very prompt response. Young, huh? You groomer. Not young, just fertile. At everybody. It's no secret. He's a provocateur. But at what point do the lines get blurred here? Are we seeing somebody who is just trying to be edgy? I've watched so many clip channels of this guy. I can't tell what's character and what's performance. But whatever the case, this is not something you mess with. I think that's just kind of common sense, a well-known fact. Who wants that look? Who wants that look? I don't care what kind of a villain you are. Even the Joker in DC Comics, if you see all the comics I have, he never stoops that low. Hell, he made friends with a child cancer patient in a book. This guy, though, I'd say take 10 years minimum off the age of consent. What would you say, guys? Somebody's saying this ain't you, but it's been verified. That is 6arkain's account. And this, everybody just goes on to kind of just sandbag him, jump on him for being so disgusting and so wrong. Let's move on to the next message before I get back to 90s routers. Brilliant video. So you basically saying age of consent would be 6 in UK laws? And there it is, 6 or 7. That's what he said. Screenshotted. 6, just say you like kids at this point. Getting the hate he deserves. 6arkain, you got some liberal mindset. Okay, well, disturbing as all hell. A taste is okay as long as there is no penetrative manipulation, then it's fine. Wait then to dive straight in. In Islam, Muhammad was married to a 9-year-old at everybody. I don't know what this man's religious background ideology is, what dogma he follows. Nothing makes this right. There is no world to paint this as this is acceptable. Mathematically, age is just a number. What a deplorable take. Oh my God, mathematically, age. We're losing the concept of humanity and every bit of substance that goes into that with such a cold-blooded statement. Like, this is some Dexter serial unaliver level thinking here. Whether or not it is by force, I'm having a taste of what God made for me. Oh God, I haven't read this. I was watching this on my phone. I didn't get to read this. Whoa. This gets so much worse than I even thought. And I already knew it was bad. Like, I'm mad at this guy. I've been mad. I mean, I've succumbed to the hate watching. You know, the clip channels, though. I've never gone into one of this guy's streams. Okay, deplorable. So there's a vindicated close-up there. When would you say the age of consent? Yeah, just showing more evidence. This is all stuff that's being sent to Penguins. Penguins is most likely, we're all speculating, doing a video on 6arkain because this idiot went into Penguins live, donated, and literally threatened him.
I don't know why the audio sounds bad. Maybe if I switch the scene, it will sound good. Right now, I sound like I'm underwater. I don't know why it's doing that. We're gonna fix the technical difficulties in a second. Give me 1 more minute. Let me just get back to what I was.
We're gonna fix you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, worst streamer unmasked. Back to the 90s router. Check it out. Or please go to the original video. I shared it in my community. Give some love to the 90s router and to OCD Gamer. He could really use the support as 6arkain has unjustly taken his livelihood away.
As hated as possible, finding a niche in the drama sphere of Twitch and TikTok. This, as well as the growing desire to see Six receive his comeuppance, would bleed over into the YouTube community, as new viewers were finding content and watching arkain get destroyed by other fellow competitors, from regular or new players to professional tournament elites. This would culminate in a handful of channels dedicated to documenting arkain and the streamers like him. The two most popular being OCD Gamer and Chicken Warlord, to other smaller content creators invested in seeing him
Shout out to the Chicken Clan.
exposed for the true villain they saw. It seems the content surrounding this fractured individual is continuing to have no end in sight. But before we continue down that road, let's step away from the time in the spotlight on YouTube and take a look at his other community growing on his Discord. The majority of them believed to be under the age of 18, although this isn't verified, but my personal opinion. The majority of his content can be summed up as anything from gaming streams to a Mandingo party where Six always takes the role of the white chick. It's drama mixed with talk.
That's the best picture of arkain I've ever seen. And 90s Router does his homework. I'm trusting his opinion, but also acknowledging it is just an opinion that most of his viewers are underage. And arkain, this is the thing I hate the most, is when they try to weaponize an audience and send people after people. All right, this I believe is a monster, and this is spreading awareness. Nothing more. Not telling anybody to go and harass this man, but again, whatever the case and whatever it takes, 6arkain belongs at the bottom of a. Let me not go too extreme. I don't know how far all this stuff will go in a court system.
Toxic behavior that primarily entertains white women with no spouse or offspring, typically in their 40s, or children. Now, this is not to say that Six hasn't cultivated an audience anywhere in between, but most of them are capable of seeing the cracks forming around him and wise enough to notice who he seems to really be. By skimming through his Discord or its many channels, you can be forgiven for missing where most of these controversies can be found. Many would see the same behavior of bullying and mockery that
Oh, there's him. That's right. Remember, he. Oh, look, a picture of a little girl. He goes, "So, what is her age?" This is, the exact method he's also used. Discord. It's one of the reasons I don't mess with Discord. I just don't like how people utilize it. Although I acknowledge that there's a right way to use it. This is deplorable, and he weaponized people from Discord to hound and harass OCD Gamer, who is now without the income he has been that he has earned through fair use and transformative content. And he's had a woman from 6arkain's camp that had some name akin to a SS Nazi harassing him, and she got called out. Now she's trying to backpedal.
you can expect from his live streams, as well as the typical glazer just expecting to hear from the would-be celebrity himself, as well as connecting with the community that seems so desperate to have him removed. Blink though and you may miss the plethora of inappropriate comments he's alleged to make about underage girls, screenshots he may have shared, as well as either admitting to or openly joking about what he believes the age of consent should be. Mix this in with his previously mentioned behavior.
All right, buddy, let's get serious here.
Guys, no one done that. No one done that. Look off the Discord, moderators. Look off the Discord.
And for the trained eye, you may see a pattern of depravity, although some of you may find it as edgy humor. When you're accused of posting pictures of children in bikinis in your general chat, in your
Accused. We've seen the evidence. Thankfully, pictures were blurred out. I think it was Kid Panda's channel that featured the first Discord leaks. What I showed was the second video he had made regarding the Discord leaks.
Discord filled with children.
6 years are posting children in bikinis.
Guys, there's nobody in the Discord. Guys, just
It begins to reveal someone with an unhealthy obsession that he doesn't mind revealing to his audience, or someone who isn't capable of understanding where to draw the line. A lot of the time, you may see him refer to himself as a god, or a boogeyman, or a monster. But the reality is closer to the truth than he knows. But on this channel, we like to shine a light on these monsters and reveal that under his mask, he's nothing but a coward. He isn't scary. He isn't edgy. He may be mentally ill, but stick with me because the depravity goes so much deeper. Some of you may be aware of one of my fellow YouTubers and streamer, OCD Gamer. But for those of you out of the loop, OCD is a well-known YouTuber in the 6arkain community and one of the main players in the history of 6arkain. Although OCD started his channel making content surrounding various games, it would only be about a year ago that he would begin to document Six and his losing streak, hosting a series titled Not Winning, a transformative series which features clipped footage of Six's many bouts featuring other creators, fighting game regulars, or complete randoms, with OCD including commentary, observations, and personal opinions. As of recently, OCD has had his video hit by none other than 6arkain himself and his cronies.
Let me just see there. That's the chick that played Nazi. Hey, yeah, good. 6arkain should have copyrighted either, but it's even better now. No, have something with it. Working closely with Six and others, we carefully cherry picked certain videos that aren't transformative at all. So they looked for like a few like 15-second clips, put them together to make a case, and got this man 14 strikes and I just seen evidence recently from OCD's community posts that he's just now recently, especially after Penguins mentioned this whole thing, YouTube is starting to do some due diligence here, and hopefully OCD can enjoy his channel as he always did and entertain the masses, featuring toxic players being toxic and losing. That's the most satisfying thing, to watch toxic people lose and rage out.
Some of you may not be aware of the YouTube copyright process, so let me fill you in. When you are claimed or false claimed for a video posted, including videos accused of copyright infringement, you are given 3 different options by YouTube. 1. You can accept the strike and wait 90 days for removal of the strike. This may seem like a pretty unacceptable option for someone not in the wrong. In the case of OCD, his videos fall under fair use as transformative, informative, and educational. It is not copyright infringement. 2. You can counterclaim the strike, in which the opposing party has 10 days to file a lawsuit against you. Otherwise, the strike is removed and your video is clear of any wrongdoing.
Which is a nefarious play. I remember years ago when somebody was they made a page of me and used my content without any transformation. And when I did my copyright, of course, you are agreeing to sacrifice your personal details. So that's a dangerous game. I wish YouTube could have just some other way. There's got to be.
Seems like the best form of action, but hold on. When you file a counterclaim, you release your personal information to the party flagging your video. So I'll give you a few moments to consider what Six might do with this information. Or 3, you can personally reach out to the party that's claiming your content and possibly resolve the issue internally. Hopefully, if I've proven anything to you at this point, it's that this individual is unstable and not willing to listen to reason. If not, stick around. Seeing no other viable option, OCD opted for counterclaiming as part of his livelihood is on the line, and this video falls under fair use.
You may take back your claim of copyright at any time if you change your mind. If you want it to be uncopyrighted,
So here's some extortion. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a whole arc of him extorting OCD, telling him to pay him to remove strikes. Tell him, get my money, like $500, and he can have it back. Also hit up John, like I said, he can help you on your YouTube to get it appealing. Get an appeal, and back up again by tomorrow, hopefully, but don't do that again on Restream, Dale. If you do, make a Rumble account next time, alright? Just looking out for you, 6. Oh, so even his own cronies understand he's playing with fire here.
it's been taken down now.
Okay, your time's up. Have you guessed what 6 would do with the information? 6 would use OCD's personal information to dig up pictures of his family members and post them online as his own form of harassment, which
this is so disgusting. So 6arkain, after, he is his own worst enemy, he went on to try and go with the narrative that he is related to OCD Gamer, who does not live in the UK. He's trying to say he is related to this family he is putting on blast, as well as details as where he went to school, to almost form a web of you finding him.
To dig up pictures of his family members and post them online as his own form of harassment, which he deemed as fair game.
Anyone?
I didn't see that. Hold on. I didn't see that ever. Let me see.
Deemed as fair game.
Okay, what do we got? I am talking to 6 manager right now on it. Tell him to stop it because it only needs to be about you and him, not dragging family involved in it. The F is wrong with him. Screenshot it and email them, or finding a way to contact Instagram. More than likely, he's doing that as a troll thing, but it ain't. Yes, 6 manager said game is game. He said if you just stop messing with him, he will leave you alone then. This is OCD Gamer they're haggling. His cronies. This is nothing more despicable. Nothing. All the cronies are just as bad. Then keep posting insanely... What is this? Sorry, this is OCD. Pirate crap. I'm not stopping 6 manager, LOL. He's posting pictures of kids in my family. Fair game, right? They said because your information was out there, it's fair game. Great, OCD Gamer exclaims.
Any family I've posted is my own family. Let me not even talk too much, he says, whenever he doesn't know what to say.
Trying to say I'm his family? What?
So I'm OCD Gamer, this is my house, and this is my family.
You want to try that again, 6?
Any family I've posted is my own family.
After which he would choose to not take legal action over the copyright claim for what I can only assume is no ground to stand on. And after waiting his 10-day time to lapse, he would threaten to full strike again. But if you have any reason at this point to doubt what he's capable of, how about we hear it from 6 himself?
Don't break it when Turtle Days comes in. 6 Discord messages.
Yeah, cry about it.
Brags about getting off to CPM post.
Cry about it.
This is evidence of him acknowledging the allegations. Not saying, no, it's a lie. He's acknowledging it.
You literally admitted you are going to false strike OCD every 10 harband long.
Yeah, cry about it. Do something about it.
Now, I've had the chance to speak with OCD since this has all gone down, and although this is a difficult subject to share himself, he had a few words he wanted to get off his chest about what he's been going through, and I would appreciate it if you'd pause to take the time to hear him out.
What do you feel in your body when you hear...
I do intend to literally pause because I haven't had an opportunity to read all of that text. That's a lot. So let me just give us some summary, but this is OCD and the Great 90s Router talking about it. I believe in you. I don't have many people I can believe in because it feels like everything's falling apart, so it means literally the world to me. Not a problem. I can honestly imagine it, and even just that is driving me up the wall. No need to thank me. I'm happy to do anything. 90s is really a straight-up fella. Like, I've talked to him just a couple of times via comments, and he's really, like, he believes in what he does. He believes in the mission, the cause, doing the right thing. I'm happy to do anything I can. Hopefully, after the video drops, I can try and reach out to someone that may have a louder voice, which has gotten all the way up to Mr. 14.515 million subscriber count Penguins, aka Moist Critical. It means everything to me, man. I keep on losing in life, and I need this W. I have no idea what your struggles are like or what you've been going through, but I know that it's what it's like to fail over and over again. The difference may be that I blame myself because I know I could have done better. I hope we can give you a W and get you back on your feet. Yeah, for sure. That's totally fine. I just want the right things to happen. Having uncensored photos of my family posted a lot more than having pictures of me. I would unmask myself now if it stopped it, which he did. Even screenshotting this conversation gives pretty good insight to how it's made me feel like I failed to protect my family because an online troll called Amelia decided scrape the internet for her benefit. I haven't really talked about it, and what I'm saying to you now gives the most honest opinion I have. I'm so disappointed in people that have helped 6arkain. Damn right, Amelia. I'm always happy to do narration, but in this case, the family case, I'd rather just stop and let others handle it, and I appreciate you. Yeah, no problem at all. I mean, I'd love to be but informative, but realistically, this is all just horrible for me. My family don't realize they're being posted online by an exploitative monster that abused the copyright system, then abused his power to include people not involved. My nephews, my nieces, all being posted by this person with crude quotes that's pretending to be my family. I am fair game, but my family isn't. And 90s Router closes out with, that's the reason I don't want to push you into it. It's awful, and it's not something you want to have to try and put into words. But I think you deserve the right to vent, share your frustrations, grievances, etc. I don't want to speak for you, but I'm more than happy to tell the story. Or keep it completely off the records if you would prefer. I agree with your last statement. We allow ourselves to take shots when we make content and put ourselves out there. But what really pissed me off was going after your family. And then he doxed somebody else, by the way. That's not mentioned in this video because it happened after this video. Wait, there was some more text I missed for my own knowledge sake here. In my house in color. That's the original photo. Yes, his is in black and white. He can get it in color. I don't know how he got it. This will help significantly. Please just blur a bit. Poor babies. I can say without a doubt that he used your family. Thank you so much for having my back. If you ever need any information, I'm always willing to help. I completely understand if I'm pushing a boundary, but would you be willing to screenshot something that validates that pictures 6 posted were in fact your family members? Anything used will be blurred, but I want to be able to say that I verified with my own eyes. 6 is going to strike my video. He's already told me so. I want as much proof as I can get. You're not stepping over the line at all. I can't really validate without showing more pictures of my little nieces and nephews, so I don't see how. I've exposed my family enough, and I'm ashamed. I haven't saved any screenshots of anything for the sole purpose to PTSD. I just hit up on other people. It has me in the picture, so no need to validate. He's cutting and pasting individual members from my family photo. You can see me in the photo. If you can think of any other way, please just mention it. I want to be helpful, and I'm sorry if I'm a bit shaken up, worried. People have been going to Penguins Live, where 6arkain tried to manipulate them through very small donations, and the good guys, all of the communities, Chicken Warlord, OCD Gamers people, Kid Pandas people, they all spoke far louder than 6arkain did, and now, Charlie's on his ass.
Retaliation and doxing. OCD needs your support, and remember that you can help keep people like 6 from abusing copyright laws. Remember that this is an ongoing situation, and as of the update about this video, 6 has already reached out in my comments and has already threatened to strike it.
If you post anything about me, I'll have it removed, especially lies. Well, 6arkain, here's your time to shine. There's gonna be so many more channels. I mean, I was gonna say a plethora. Who the hell knows what a plethora is? I don't. There are so many channels dedicated to clipping this man's toxic garbage. So it's him against the world. I hope he enjoys being the bad guy from birth.
been released. And although I've only used a small portion of evidence I've been working with others to gather, I'll be saving the rest for the authorities when 6 decides to take this video down. In conclusion, if you still doubt what type of person 6 is, or if you still hold some bias over his true nature, I want you to remember that he may very well be playing a character. But a character willing to admit to posting CP in his Discord, or admits to false copyright striking because he doesn't appreciate the criticism and thinks he's making an example out of anyone who challenges him. Just remember, he thinks he's above all of you. So let's knock him down a peg and make sure he understands exactly where he sits on the totem pole. In my opinion, this is a delusional man who never excelled at anything in his life, and nearing the halfway mark, he's desperate to be anything other than the nobody he is. 6 can pretend to be Tony Montana all he wants to be, but at the end of the day, his cocaine-covered desk is really just filled with empty McDonald's wrappers and his dusty-ass dildo in the background, and his $1 million mansion is just a rundown flat on the shithole side of town. Or treats his competitors with some bias due to race, religion, even gender, and especially age. Where's Logan?
You're worrying about a 2-year-old, bro. You are
Oh yeah, in this stream, he complains to a child about his younger sibling, who is 2 years old. And by the way, here's a happy ending to that stream. The kid whooped Eric in this match. That was epic.
somebody with that fucking that little twist TTS. Can one of y'all say he's a pedophile, bro?
Yeah.
He's worrying about it.
This is either someone who doesn't care to expose himself for the low life that he is, or someone completely delusional about how far he can go as a character for his audience. Take the proper precautions and report any wrongdoings to Twitch, Discord, YouTube, or even Instagram support teams, as well as authorities. And as a collective audience, we hold the power. 6 and his cronies can't stop us, and we can make the platforms just a bit safer. If you want to help show your support for OCD, I'll leave his channel in the description. Go give him a sub and show him some love. If you want to help spread awareness, please share the video around. Let's make this my most viewed video.
Please check out the video or drop a like. The link to the original video here is in my community post. Please show this man the love he deserves. Absolutely a W video, man.
For nothing more than to show the people who 6 really is. Lovely
He's
people
got some pretty damn cool merch.
Don't forget to like the video.
All right, so what else did I keep? Did I get? And I think all right. Here is the clip that Kid Panda got of Erican flying too close to the sun, like poor Icarus, and trying to intimidate or befriend penguins in a live stream. What a mistake.
Yo, what's going on, Panda Gang? Hope you guys are doing good. It's finally over, boys. We did it. 6arkain is going to
not there yet.
Get cooked. He's going to get fried. He's going to get incinerated. He's going to get a speak of content about 6 and just to continue highlighting
itself,
the things he does. I know
an example of the good guys going to work. They are getting the exposure necessary now for this thing. I don't want to call him a human being, just a trash can. Oh, Charlie's just chilling, right?
No shot. I hate the dogs. Getting backstabbed. He showed mercy.
I hate the docs.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I will miss the moment.
Oh God.
Where it begins.
And he's got it.
Of course.
Oh.
The clever if I was a good YouTuber, I'd edit. All right, here we go.
No, I know, Dirty Balls. I don't think YouTube has refused to do nothing about it. I don't think they know. And I do plan on looking into it. I know about the OCD gamer stuff going on right now. I just don't think it's a matter of YouTube refusing to do something. Because what the guy is doing to him is literally illegal. Not just like against YouTube's terms, it's like an actual crime. This is Capra Demon. The worst boss arena in all of Souls.
There is a better clip.
No, I know, Dirty Balls.
Okay, there is a better clip where 6arkain is trying to say, "You got a good thing going on here, Charlie. Sometimes you don't have to be the hero." And he's like, "I've started the art of war." Charlie just responds saying, "That was the most admin Reddit thing I've ever seen. That was so cringe." So, look, in my absences, when I'm able to, have the freedom to do something or watch something or be a consumer to just pacify the time or enjoy something, these streamers that I've named have given me distraction and laughs. So I do believe I'm taking up for something righteous, a good cause, and I hope this just brings a little bit more attention to the toxic animal known as 6arkain. On behalf of OCD Gamer and all of your countless victims, we're going to see you go down. Because at the end of the day, we all watch you, 6arkain, through a third party, only because we like to see the trash get taken out. And as an ass gamer that you are, it's pretty easy to see that happen. I'll continue to stick on this. There are two other toxic posters. There's just one that I'm like 50-50 on, and I might do that one live because I need someone with less bias to talk to me about what they think they see. But with that being said, everybody, as Kid Panda says, stay hydrated, take care, show support to everybody I've named here, please. Kim Panda, Chicken Warlord, OCD Gamer, above all else, and the 90s Router. Thank you guys for allowing me to use the content here. And that's all for today. Everybody, please be careful. The internet is a wild place. Take care.